Welcome back to some more Starfield. Last time we finished Sarah Morgan's personal quest. She's still with us, she just sort of disappears every time we reload the game. But somehow, we got engaged to Sarah Morgan. It was super weird,
I have
super
things
awkward,
for you.
and things move super quickly. But what do I know? I'm single, have been for a while, maybe that's just how dating works these days. Yeah, so we are here at the UC HQ, and we are going to follow up with the main UC quest. This one. We're going to speak to Deputy McIntyre.
Chief Yassine, these orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Is it? No. Okay, let's talk
That
to her.
must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
I'm gonna say this one. Where the UC keeps all their secrets on how to kill Freestar citizens.
Last I checked, it takes 2 parties to fight a war. But, since you're such an expert, I'm sure you also know it's supposed to be managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
No problem, I just need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentothal.
Very funny. This is going to be hard enough already. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Tell me about Ambassador Radcliffe of the Freestar Collective.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
If Sam is any example of how stubborn the Freestar people can be, then I can imagine how difficult it must be dealing with this ambassador.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows?
I'm
Maybe
not the
that'll work.
best at negotiating.
Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Alright, tell me about these other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
I'm not that great at stealth
Now,
either.
we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
What can you tell me about the staff member?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
That's all the info I need at the moment.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Ooh. Tell me about Ambassador Balmore of House Varun.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
That actually sounds pretty promising.
It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
What kind of life signs do you detect in the embassy?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Wait, so no one's actually been inside the embassy?
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
And what do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well.
Now, the
Sure.
embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here. This device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Okay, let's just talk
Welcome
through
back.
it again.
Everything going well with the ambassadors?
That's it. Okay. Nova Galactic Manual permanently reduces fuel needed for a grav jump by additional 1%. Taking that. And where are we headed next? Okay. Is that still in Jemison? Yeah, okay. Gotta find my way there then.
Excuse me.
Going back to the lobby. I feel like this video is just gonna be a lot of talking again. But we'll see. I don't know how I'm gonna cut it. Maybe I'll make half a video or one video with dealing with the Freestar, and then the other one I'll deal with House for Room. But let's go. Okay, where are we going?
Maybe we should stop for a moment.
Why are
at
you
the
named?
memorial. You know,
Aquilus
pay our
has helped me
respects.
through some tough times lately. Even just the sound of his voice is comforting, I guess.
Okay. Oh, here's the Freestar MC. Ooh. Oh yeah, we've been here before.
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
Okay, can't go up here. Unlocked with something. Ooh.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
I guess this is how we sneak in, technically. Let's just explore this place a little bit. Anything to steal? It's activated. I mean, no one's here. You guys locked the closet? Oh, I guess this is how we sneak in as well. Whatever. We'll try to negotiate first and then see what happens in there.
As in more than one? All that security and
Oh, I don't think I've slept in a while. I should find a bed somewhere.
we have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course.
Any beds up here?
Sorry, everyone's a little on edge after the attack.
It says employees only. Damn it. Whatever. We'll lose some XP here.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
Hello.
It's good. Most times,
Oh.
entry to New Atlantis is seamless. But on occasion, you have officers who want to settle old grievances.
That's weird. Chair. Okay.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I'm here today on behalf of the United Colonies, but I'm a member of the collective just like you.
Ah, so you're the one they called about. Failed to mention you were collective-born. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
Nope, they sent me to beg. Please, please, pretty please, pretty please.
Oh, Stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Crap. Let's drink some wine. That's something better than wine, didn't I? It's like... Yeah. This one. Persuasion for 5 minutes. Let's give that a try.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me.
Damn it.
Understood.
Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
Oh, wow. I have to pass it a lot. The collect is my home. I just want what's best for it, and that's working with the UC.
In the end, we all just want to be safe in our little fiefdoms, don't we?
The Terramorph Xenoweapons project was a failure. That knowledge isn't dangerous.
You know that for sure. That is interesting.
Ah, damn it. It'd be kind of a waste to auto-persuade now. You're a soldier, it's your job to protect, and that's what we intend to do with this data.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
How many lives are you willing to risk just because you have a grudge with the UC?
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
That sounds good to me. Ah, screw her. Agreed.
Excellent. Follow me.
You better move.
Stash the weapon. You're in an embassy, for goodness sake.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Code generator's just this way. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Okay. Acquire House Varun's keys. And this is how we were supposed to sneak in, I suppose. Okay, let's go to House Varun, the House Varun embassy. Damn it, there was a bed here all along.
Hey there, sleepyhead. What's the matter? Did I wear you out?
Wait, do I get bonus EXP with Sarah now? Because that's what happened in Fallout. When your romance level gets high enough, you get bonus XP for sleeping together? How do I check that again? That That was in health, but I can't seem to click it. Oh, B, status. Yeah. Plus 15% XP gain. Let's steal something.
Nicely done.
Sure, why not? Like that. Oh, hey there.
Radcliffe. Always more errands to run.
Oh, this is the guy I was supposed to talk to. Okay, and nothing really interesting, so let's go to House Maroon.
Today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in Bethesda.
Oh wow, House Maroon is super hidden away. Okay. Plants. This doesn't bode well for the ambassador. Ooh, trilobite. Can't go in there. Hello.
Well, this isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were
Shut up,
using
Sarah.
as decor
Trying to
has
hear the
overgrown
intercom.
the entire embassy.
What did it say? I heard follow the intercom voice. Ooh. Turret control inactive, update friendly. Recalibrates. And then... yeah. Activate turrets. Nice. So they should be on my side now. Assuming there are still turrets. Wait, did I see something? Huh. Well, the turret should be on my side now. Unless he's talking about plants. Ugh. That's creepier than my house.
I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be more fascinating if its branches weren't blocking our way.
Are we sure we want to go in here?
Sending one. Look out!
What are you...
Damn, I was
Nice.
just getting warmed up.
find anything useful.
Well, is there a door here? Yeah. Mannequins everywhere. It's exactly like my hope. Going in here. Varun Structure 6. Permanently increases sneak bonus by 1%. Sneak attack damage increases by 5%. What the heck? Where'd they come from?
Give it your best shot.
Oh. This can be used for the next one. One, two, three, four. This one doesn't work. Then this one should work here. Ooh, Varun Heretic Writings. Contraband, I'll take that. These guys are super weird. Living quarters, local systems, computer. I'm running out of digipicks here. 4, and then this one should work. Okay, no signal for the robots because I killed them all. Great. Where exactly are we going? Because we came in here. What, did we just jump through? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, here we go. Breadstick. Oh, so these turrets don't count? Great. Yeah. Over encumbered, but that's fine. Not really running anyways. There's one in here. You're not getting activated? I don't believe you. Now the turret. Okay, never mind. I want to explore a little bit first before I put the power back on. So this is where I came from. There's the intercom here. Ooh. Sketch. What if I go up? Even more sketch. Okay. Nothing in here, right? Okay. Okay, I guess I'll go back down to flip the switch first. Which should be in here. And then this thing will wake up. Knew it. Let's see it. Showed something there. I was in here already. Lol. Just make everything float. There was a turret here. Nice. I have one more digipick left. I'll take that. Yeah, use that. Sure. Okay, thank God I didn't use my digipick there. Oh, whoops. Misclick. I don't think I need to use that anymore. I killed everything already. Let's activate the power switch. Beware demons. Great. Okay, let's pop our health back up a little bit. I'm gonna drop a quick save. Oh, this central gun. Okay, dropping a quick save. Are these the Guardians?
Might as well take what we can.
Approach the stranger. Bars key.
So,
what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
You need to clean your house. Or I guess, embassy. Don't mind me. You have a knife here. And technically this isn't stealing, so... I can just activate this? Huh. This is stealing. Worth it. This is stealing. Gotta buy some Digipix later. Ooh. Okay, let's go through my options. This one, not this one, not this one, not this one. There's this and this, which is fine. But then there's also these here. This one works, and then we need a 2. Which, did I mess up? I think I did. I still don't know how that really works, but okay. And then, let's say this one. If I do this, and I need a 3 somewhere, which I can't get. Huh. There's this, and then there's this. I mean, we're in here, we might as well. And let's take a nap. Oh, actually, I don't really need to. Let's just talk to this guy. Ah, personal computer. Holy crap. Arrival. Yesterday marked the beginning of my tenure as House Varun's ambassador in the United Colonies. I arrived full of hope, believing our gesture of opening this new embassy would demonstrate that we had moved beyond our blood-stained past. But we had barely been in New Atlantis an hour when the troubles ahead of me began to reveal themselves. Our brief walk from the spaceport to the embassy was marked by suspicious glances and sneers from numerous strangers on the streets. I fear minds here will not be easily changed. The wrongdoing of House Varun will not be easily forgotten. It is my fervent wish that this embassy will come to be seen as an emblem of a peaceful future, free of stains from prejudice and violence. I will do my utmost to act as an avatar for that goal, regardless of any resistance I may face. Though I find myself in the strange land, I know the Great Serpent will guide us to success in our endeavor. Protest. This morning, I was roused from the contemplative prayer by the sound of a muffled shouting. Upon investigation, I discovered a sizable group of United Colony citizens engaged in a protest on my doorstep. They are opposed to their government's attempts to establish diplomatic ties with House Varun and are petitioning for the immediate shuttering of the embassy. My attempts to engage them in discussions were fruitless. Most would not speak to me, and those who did refused to believe our intentions in New Atlantis were purely peaceful. The embassy guards were eventually required to intervene, forcing me back into the building when the crowd's anger began to manifest as threats to my well-being. I intend to discuss this matter with the counterparts of the United Colonies. Their aid will be essential if this effort is to succeed, though I fear that this will not be an isolated incident. And then... Visitor. Each day my frustration grows, Great Serpent. What have I done to merit such scorn? Recently, Sia Maven arrived at my embassy. To receive a visit from such a high-ranking priestess, a gravid no less, with the intention of engaging in talks with the United Colonies, I was overjoyed. Such a gesture from the house could only mean those skeptical of our efforts could at long last see merit in our work. But it seems I was deceived. Sia's stated mission and her actual intentions are clearly at odds. She has refused every opportunity to engage with the representatives from the United Colonies. Instead, she speaks incessantly about the need to surveil the very diplomats whose trust I dedicated months of effort to gaining. She remains trapped in her old mindset, unable to see what it is we're actually trying to do here, guaranteeing House Varun's future. The losses from the Serpent's crusade were incalculable. Diplomacy is the only method through which House Varun's survival may be assured. I must find a way to make Sia see this. Luckily, I believe tonight's dinner will be a perfect opportunity. Our UC host, Deputy Diplomatic Roland, is level-headed, reasonable. I dare say even sympathetic, a rare animal among the UC if prior experience is any indicator. If Sia approaches him with open arms, I have faith that he would embrace her as a comrade. Great Serpent, let this come to pass. Okay. And then dinner. Great Serpent, is this a test of my faith? Do you truly wish to plumb the depths of my loyalty? And what other explanation could merit why you would permit such a spectacular disaster? Dinner at Deputy Roland's was initially promising, even congenial. Yes, there were pointed questions about House Varun's intentions, but overall, an air of polite decorum was maintained. But it was when one of Roland's more boisterous guests, a officer of some type, perhaps having enjoyed one too many glasses of Chandra, asked, "But how can we trust you snakes after what you did?" That I believe the gravid reached her breaking point. They were only words, but words are the battlefield on which diplomacy is fought, and I realized too late that this was a salvo Sia would not let pass. As dessert was served, Sia excused herself. We waited for her return, and waited, and waited. When it had become clear that the gravid simply left, I made my pleasantries and rushed back to the embassy. There I found her packing her things. When asked where she was going, she simply stated, "I have seen all I need to," and she left without another word. I've reached out to my contacts back in Dazra, who have assured me that they still believe in the venture. That Jarek Varun himself still believes, and that is all the reassurance I require. Log 5, a test of faith. The last of my staff have left today. Our embassy now effectively shuttered. House Varun's leader has ceased all communications with the United Colonies. Our own orders from Dazra were not much better, standing as a single word: return. No other reasons mentioned for our abandonment of our posts, for the abandonment of our cause. But I know a test of faith when I see one. A simple understanding of that directive would be that I follow their orders. But what we do here is greater than that. If we are to survive, it cannot be on our own. If others refuse to see that, so be it. So here I stand, waiting for a day they all see the truth and come back. Silence. There's been no word from my people in months. I've made several attempts at contacting them, but I'm uncertain if my messages are reaching Dazra at all. As such, I have had much time to think. Why allow us to come here, make a home for ourselves around a distant star, only to demand our return when the first bit of resistance is met? Because of some drunken sight? Even Sia is not that influential amongst the court. No, there is something larger at play here. The recalling of our staff. It wasn't because of the incident with the gravid. A change had occurred. Yet by staying, I now may never know what it is. Only time will tell. And then spies. Spies. It seems it's been quite some time since my last entry. A welcome bit of exercise today. A United Colony spy snuck inside the embassy. Just before dawn, as I finished my morning prayers, I heard a odd thrum. At first, I presumed my hearing was finally giving out, but then I realized what it was. It was the elevator, descending. Presumably, uninvited guests could mean only bad things. I snuck upstairs and hid among the branches of the venom tree. I watched, like a gargoyle perched on a parapet. As the young man stalked cautiously through the branches of the tree I spent so much time cultivating, obviously scared beyond his wits. At one point, an errant branch snapped as he passed, and I swear the boy left a foot in the air before realizing its source benign. I was shocked that the mere idea of a house for ruin could still garner such fear, even this long after the end of the Serpent's Crusade. It would have been amusing if it wasn't such a clear reminder of the failure of our own endeavor. We evaded each other like this for the better part of 2 hours. It was a welcome distraction from a life now steeped in routine. He eventually gave up, returned to the elevator, and I to my meditation. As I think on it now, however, the purpose of his visit is exceedingly disappointing. This was no diplomat, no neighborly knock on the door. This was a spy, simply breaking into somewhere a normal soul wouldn't. They think me dead, don't they? Okay, so this is where I guess the UC sent someone in to check in on them, and they figured no one was actually there. A surprising message. It happened! The message was short, but a simple request for information regarding the state of things in New Atlantis, but filled me with relief nonetheless. House Faroon has contacted me at long last! I've been forced to harden my heart to the possibility that I may never hear from my people again. Today's message assuaged that fear. Though their intentions remain unclear, I'm comforted by House Faroon's willingness to re-engage in communication. I'm hopeful that it signifies Dazrad's willingness to return to more earnest attempts at diplomacy with the United Colonies. Great Serpent, you answered my prayers at last. I stand firm in my belief that it will be at my side as I continue to serve House Faroon's interests in New Atlantis. May his celestial light bathe my people and those we once stood against, and to help usher in a new era of harmony at last. Okay, so this guy's pretty cool. Tried his best, at least.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack, then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
That's just good. Did you say that thing poured clouds upstairs is called a venom tree? Is it poisonous?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
This is so mean. The spaceport is in rough shape, but not much else has been damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly?
Smart. Correct. We're going to use this data on in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger
I feel like
them.
this quest is like leading into a bunch of foreshadowing. Like this is over promising. I have no authority whatsoever, but I guess I'll say it. You have my word. I'll make sure it's used for good.
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal
Sure.
responsibility in vouching for this man's integrity. He'll keep his word.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Someone's gonna use this data to do
Let's hope
something
it still
shady, aren't
works.
they?
And there. Let it be used for good.
I think you need to get rid of some of that gear.
Return to McIntyre's Deputy McIntyre. Okay, let's get going then. I'll cut back to when I'm there. Future Calvin here. For some reason I thought this door actually led to the well. But when I was at the Trade Authority trying to sell some stuff, trying to buy some Digipics, I couldn't find an entrance to this place. So I came back to search a little bit more. And apparently there is a storeroom key right on top of here. And this isn't even considered stealing, so we're gonna take it and see what's inside. And... ooh. Spacesuit. Mannequin. Maroon spacesuit. Eh. And then a bunch of ammo, weapons, a bunch of junk, basically. Yeah, so I bought some Digipics so we can open that. Huh. It's better than my other pistol, but I don't really use my pistols anymore. And while I'm back here anyways, let's just talk to this guy a little bit more.
Will we all be so lucky next time the archives need to be accessed? Something to think on.
The Great Serpent, that's your god, right?
The Great Serpent is so much more than a god. It is fate itself. When our founder, Jinan Varun, left the United Colonies 140 years ago for distant stars, it was the Serpent that compelled him to found his now great house. The Serpent made us who we are today. Its voice speaks to us, shepherding us through the dark and infuses our lives with the meaning the universe so often fails to provide.
What's it been like, being from House Varun in New Atlantis?
It was tolerable, even pleasant, when my brethren were here in the embassy with me. We remade this place as best we could into a home we all would recognize. Our native flora, our iconography, our connection to the Serpent, they came with us. With my brethren gone, it has been trying. But the Great Serpent has always provided me a path in my darkest moments.
Why'd you stay behind?
House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit, as is the right of all his followers.
So what did the rest of the embassy staff let you? Where'd they go? We know this, but we'll just see what he has to say.
The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on the subject.
Yeah, because he doesn't even know. He just thinks that something's up, but like he doesn't know the answer either. Okay, yeah, so we'll cut back to the past because I can do that, and we'll see you there.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Hello.
back. We're going to speak to Deputy McIntyre again.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Yes, you can thank me. Balmore's alive, thanks to yours truly, and yes, I got his code.
You saved him. You Vanguard really do take that above and beyond thing seriously, don't you? Fine work. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
All right, I'm gonna cut there. I'm still over encumbered. Gonna save you guys the trouble of seeing me struggle to get there. Okay, let's go into the embassy.
After the UC Navy's defeat at the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice. Fleet sizes would be capped, mechs and Xenoweapons outlawed, and all research related to those fields would be kept under lock and key in their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak. And while these new restrictions transformed the settled systems overnight, entire economies were upended with a flick of a pen. They also marked the start of something critical: cooperation between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective for the first time in decades. A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious...
I just thought that was pretty interesting to listen to. Okay, let's get going. Ooh. Okay.
We've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Is this it? Nope. Yeah, I don't have any digipics right now. No visitors.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
I mean, if I had digipics, technically it's not breaking and entering. Wait, how do I enter it? Now what? Okay, and then House for Rune.
Verified. Unlocking page. You may proceed, Captain.
Okay. I guess this is the one. Unit 18.
Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk.
Okay, we're gonna talk to Deputy McIntyre again.
There you are.
Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
I made someone a promise, Hadrian. Can you assure me that this data will be used for good?
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
I agree.
Then I guess
need
we'll
my
see
apartment.
you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Is this still part of the quest? Yeah. We'll keep rolling in the same video then.
Howdy.
Howdy.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Come on, you can do it. Oh my god. Really? Oh, she's going outside. This leads to the roof access. And it's not letting me go. Great.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
This doesn't mean I can't be a citizen elsewhere, does it?
It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours.
I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
So rude. I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
Awesome.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
Nice.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Ask for me by name. Who are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
What? Thanks, but no thanks.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Unfortunately, this isn't negotiable. When
Damn
you
it.
change your mind, I'll be here.
I was wondering how she'd respond.
So then, can I trust you not to speak of anything you're about to learn? We'd never even consider this something normally, but you were asked for by name.
I'll take it to my
Let's
grave,
hope it
but
never
Sarah
comes
won't.
to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Okay. So I guess that's the end of this quest, and then it moves me on to the new quest. So I think this is a good spot to end the video. We are now officially a citizen of the UC, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!